get in the car, never go back and strap the bike down. It's just sitting on the rack, right? So now I leave town, and the bike's cool. It just looks normal. And I'm always the type that looks back constantly. I'm always looking in the rearview mirror, and the bike's there, and it looks fine. And I get on the freeway, and I'm going. Everything's normal. I get out of the slow lane. I move into the center lane, and I start accelerating. And I'm going about 75, and I see the bike sort of swaying. And I'm like, why is it doing that? And then, that thought came to my head, oh, shit, I never strapped it down. And the minute I thought about that, dude, it flew off like a balloon.
Take four. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining Danny and I on the BMX podcast tonight, Saturday night. This is our first Saturday night together, dude.
Is it really? I guess it is, huh?
The Saturday night special.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. Yeah, Kevin talked me into it because it's either that or get up early tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't want to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, we've been busy. I was busy today putting up Christmas lights, dude. What a pain in the ass.
Kevin's the first person I ever heard cussing about putting Christmas lights up. He's going, I got to put up these effing Christmas lights. And I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to cuss when you're referring to Christmas. Today
was the first time I've never heard you say the F word, but you wrote it in a text today. I'm all, oh my gosh, it's the first time he's ever done that.
Yeah, because we were going back and forth, man, about should we just film tonight? And I go, F it, man, I'm not doing anything. Let's go. I just needed a little bit of recovery time, man, because working at my dad's just wears me out, dude. I was just tired. And I took a shower, ate, took a little nap, good to go.
Nice, dude. So today we're going to do a little bit of we're going to talk about some more bikes. I think I like doing the bike thing.
Yeah.
We're going to talk maybe about that video that I sent you today that was very interesting that I had no idea. Did you watch the video for the Jose Yanez video?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. And I think Danny has a game maybe that we can play.
Yeah, I'm going to try. It's an experiment, so if it goes bad, remember it's just an experiment.
All right, man. Hey, so so we were talking earlier today, and I told you that okay, let's go back to one of our previous episodes where you had mixed up two riders on in the movie Rad, the guy that did the backflip, which was you eventually learned it was, or you realized it was Jose Yanez, right? Right.
Okay.
And then I was watching YouTube today. I was watching some of our competitors' videos and trying to get some inside information. And one of this video came about Jose Yanez being homeless, and I sent it to Danny. I go, dude, did you know about this? And apparently Danny didn't know either. Now, I don't know when that was. It was dropped on YouTube 2 years ago, so he may not be homeless anymore. But at the time, he was homeless, right?
Right. He was barely recognizable, too. Yeah, like I saw the news. I guess the news crew was interviewing him, and his hair's all white and beard was all white, and he kind of had that whole Gandalf look, And I was like, wow, you can't even recognize. And then we're showing clips of him younger, and he's got, real dark hair and the long hair and the mustache and all that. And I go, well, I mean, we all look better when we were younger. I mean, but you could see he's had a hard life. You could see it. Yeah. It was kind of sad.
Yeah. To be honest with everybody, I wasn't familiar with Jose Yanez until you dropped his name on the podcast that one night. And so I learned some stuff in that video where he was actually the very first guy to do a backflip on a BMX bike and a motorcycle, and he rode for Ringling Brothers, dude. He was a performer with Ringling Brothers.
Did you know that the reason he got into the whole freestyle BMX thing was because of gymnastics, and he had a scholarship for gymnastics. I guess his family moved, and he gave up his scholarship, and so when he looked at BMX freestyle, he thought, oh, they're just doing acrobatics on bikes. You know, I got something from Shane tonight, and I was going to tell you, I forgot to tell you over the phone. We were talking about Joris Dade, and he's the Olympic champion. He's got, like, I think 6 USA BMX titles, most decorated BMX racer ever. And Chase Bicycles allegedly fired him. Did you hear about that?
I saw Rick Carter.
Oh, you saw
it's going off on Facebook right now. Yeah, I saw that.
It says here there was no mutual agreement. Joris had 1 full year left on his contract and did not even think of leaving. The move to Australia to focus on family excuse is a straight up lie. Disabled comments just proves they wanted to control the narrative. Firing anyone with a family 2 weeks before Christmas by voice note is heartless and disgusting. Those are the notes. These aren't what I wrote. This is what somebody else wrote. Yeah. And all I said to Shane was, what the F, you know? And Shane was like, exactly.
How do you fire the best racer in the history of BMX?
You know, I don't know what was going on in the thoughts of Chase Bicycles. I don't even know if it's accurate, honestly, dude. But the sport moves, man. It moves on, and it's a young man's sport. I mean, we're in the podcast game, so we could be old and do this, but we couldn't race pro BMX forever. You know, it's very short.
Number 2.
Who's the best guy right now? Is Cam Wood is the number 1 guy right now. He's the number 1 guy. Cam Larson, Cam Wood, and they have Isaac Kennedy is from Australia, and he's still on Chase. So they still have a roster. They're still pretty deep. But yeah, he's one of the greatest ever. And that's what I brought up in the last podcast. I go, do you guys think he can come back? And everybody agreed. Yeah, I think he could still make a run at it. You know, even being at 34 or 34 or 35. I don't know exactly how old he is. But I think I don't know. If he's a free agent, man, who's going to grab him? Who's going to sponsor him?
You mentioned Ed Helms. Did you see Byron Friday posted a picture of Adam Carolla jumping? Did you see this?
No.
Do you know who Adam Carolla is?
Adam Carolla is an awesome podcaster, radio guy. Yeah, I used to listen to his show. Yeah. I think he talked about BMX before. I think he was into it when he was a kid. Dude,
the guy could jump, man. There's a picture. I'll put it in here. I'll put it on the video. Dude,
really?
Byron Friday said, "Here's Burbank or North Hollywood. I think it was North Hollywood or Burbank, where he grew up." And dude, he's probably, I don't know, like 6 feet in the air. I think he's flat. He did a flatty, dude. I was like, "Whoa, dude, Carolla could ride." Yeah.
Was that that's not recent, right? It's got to be an old photo, right?
Oh, it's an old photo, but Byron posted it a couple of weeks ago.
That's awesome. I got to see that, dude.
Yeah, I want to reach out to him and say, "Hey, dude, come on the show. I want to talk to you about BMX."
You know, Adam Carolla was the first person I ever heard use the terminology podcast, because he was pretty big radio. He was a pretty big radio DJ, and I loved him because he was kind of like Howard Stern had just made that jump to Sirius Satellite, so I couldn't listen to him every day. And then I discovered Adam Carolla because he talks for 4 hours, and I go, "Oh man, this guy's pretty good." And then I got really into him, and then he was the first one I know of that I'm going to do a podcast. I'm not going to do any radio stuff anymore. And his stuff is awesome. I still listen to him from time to time. He's pretty good.
He did before the podcast?
Say again?
Do you know what he did before the podcast?
I know he was a radio host, and he was on a TV show called I forgot what it was called.
He was on the Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, the Man Show, but he was with Dr. Drew as well.
He was on Rock Radio in Southern California, and he started out as Mr. Bertram, and a fictional character that was like a handyman that came on the
shop teacher.
And he was hilarious, dude. It was good stuff, man. And then he did Love Line, and he did the
Love Line. That's what it is. Yeah, Love Line was funny. Have you ever listened to
boxer? He was a boxer, man.
Oh, he's a great boxer. He's a boxing coach.
So you knew that already? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He told the story on his show. He goes, I was working out with this guy and I was showing him some stuff, and I told him, I said, don't go crazy on me because I'll take you out. And the guy started swinging wild, and Adam can box, and he knocked him out. And I looked up 24 pros from the 80s. So I have 3 gates of pros. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you Moto 1, Moto 2, Moto 3. And I want you to tell me, out of those riders in that gate, who would be the 4 that would transfer to the next round, right? And then so we'll take them to the semis, we'll take them to the mains, and then you're going to tell me who you think's going to, in your opinion.
Okay, it's like a fantasy national.
Fantasy national. All right, man. Do you want to look at some bikes or what?
Yeah, let's look at some bikes, dude. Let's do an offer up segment.
All right. Let's go. That's why I had to plug my phone in.
Yeah. Bike number 1.
Bike number 1. Let's see here. What's your name? Damn, I had a bunch of text messages while we were playing. Okay, here we go. Bike number 1. It looks like it's a red line, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me go to the link.
How a bike with so many cool parts on it can look so bad, I have no idea.
Holy smoke. So it's a rare old school vintage BMX 1980 20-inch redline MX3. So first of all, his description is very crazy. But you're right, Kev. The parts are kind of mismatched on this one.
But almost all the parts are good, but it's just a not very attractive bike.
So he wants $3,800. Okay, so the value of it's there, I think, because of the parts that are on this bike. I mean, look at those. Those aren't redline handlebars. Those look like just the alloy V-line handlebars.
Yeah.
And then what kind of stem is on there, dude? Let's see.
It looks like a brute.
Let's see. Oh, he says they're redline V handlebars.
Okay,
and then a
red line stem.
Yeah, you're right. Redline brute. Now, did those handlebars come anodized like that, or were they only in chrome?
I don't remember being anodized, but I never had any of them. Well, that's not true. I did have a pair.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I'm going to say one thing, though, dude. For a bike that was built in 1979, this thing is clean. He's OG rare yellow redline seat. Oh, that's an actual redline seat, dude.
And that's no sticker, huh? That's a real redline seat?
Yeah. That seat's got to be worth some money by itself, right?
I don't know. I'm not up on the redline seats.
But, dude, I was looking at that going, why does he have a yellow seat? But now I get it, because it's an actual redline seat. I went to a race, man. It was like in 2015, I guess. And I had a GT box series all built up for racing. Even though it's kind of a dated bicycle, I still raced it. It's a lot like your Powerlight, dude. I wish I kept it because I could race it at Dirty Fest or something, right? And anyway, I decide I'm going to go to this race, and I load up the bike, and I had a Mustang at the time, so it's sitting on the back. I go to the race, everything's cool. Matter of fact, I won that day. So now I'm putting the bike back on the bike rack, Kev, right? Just setting it down. And I had all these bungee cords and straps. And as soon as I set it down, this dude rides up. He goes, "Hey, Danny." I turn around and he goes, "Hey, man, good race." Fist bump. He goes, "Man, you were doing really good today." And da-da-da-da. I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it." And then they're like, "Hey, they're giving away the awards, the little plaques." He goes, "Let's go get it." I go, "All right." So I just walk off with him, and we're talking and chatting. And I got my first place plaque. I'm feeling amazing, dude. Get in the car. Never go back and strap the bike down.
We went out partying.
Yeah.
We wanted to save money on a room that one night, so we're like, you know what? Let's just sleep in the car.
Okay.
In the back of the truck. So we pulled the stuff out. We locked the bikes to the truck inside the back of the truck, but we left our surfboards on top of the stuff and all of our gear bags, all like that, and we fell asleep. My brother slept inside the truck. I slept in the trunk in the bed.
Yeah.
I figured there's no way somebody's gonna steal our shit. I'm in the back of the truck. I'm laying on the stuff. There's no way.
No camper shell?
No camper shell.
Okay.
So I wake up in the morning, some little Mexican kid's tapping me on the shoulder, right? And I go,
yeah.
There's dew on my face. I'm like, oh, I'm all wet. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And he goes, hey, someone stole all your stuff. I go, what? And I look around, and the surfboards are gone. All of our gear bags are gone. And I'm just laying in an empty bed of a truck. I'm all. Our bikes are there, but all our wetsuits, our clothes, all that stuff's gone. And I'm all, what the hell's? I go, you little fuck, man! You stole my stuff.
How many riders did you have on your team as far as when you were at your peak?
5 or 6, maybe 6.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't that big of a team, right?
No, dude, but it was fun, man. It was fun, man. I like it.
Did it get you the exposure that you needed in terms of having?
No.
It didn't really work out that way. Was it more like I just want to do it for fun then?
It was like I want to die and say I am my own BMX race team.
There you go, dude.
I was on Maine, but the whole time I was on Maine bikes, dude, we always heard a rumor that Jeff Schofield started out on Maine bikes, and which turned out not to be true.
Okay.
But, we were all thinking like, oh, you know what? We knew that there was some fast guys that were on before us, but I never really knew who it was until later years. I learned, like, every time I talk to someone says, I was on Maine bikes. I go, really? So, it turns out that, Gary Hazelhorst, Craig Bark, Rob Del Pozo,
yeah,
Ryan Krupe, Carl Butler, all kinds of guys were on Maine bikes. So I guess I have good company on Maine bikes.
Man, you need to find, if you can, like a whole team roster of everybody that was ever on that team.
Mike Luna was on Maine bikes too.
Mike Luna was on there too, huh?
Yeah.
Dang, so you had to be legit to be on that team. It wasn't like, just anybody got on there. Yeah.
Yeah, we were fast. Man. But
I didn't want to say it because everybody was like, Diamondback, blah, blah, blah.
Let's be honest. We can sit here and talk up every BMX brand, and we could fake it, and we could say, "Oh, I love that show. That's a great part." I still love it. But let's be honest, dude. We're just being honest, right? That's just what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have your favorites. You're going to have your least favorites. I mean, it wouldn't be a show if we just loved everything.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be boring to be like, okay, yeah, we get it. You love this, you love that. We appreciate you watching, and we hope you were entertained. And we hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. If you would like to support the channel, hit the subscribe button. If not, we can't force you. You can check us out at BMXPERTSPodcast.com. Thank you very much. And until next week, the track.
Oh, see you, Kev.